set up here. If you're out there, give me a quick sound check, people. I let people trickle. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it is one of those good mornings. All right. Coffee in hand. Charts open. Mind open. Me to sound check, everybody. How am I coming in? Am I coming in hot? Can everybody hear me? Is the music too loud? Is the music too low? Got a little wiggle there. Maybe it's time to take a look at these charts. All right, who just plugged the market in for shorts? Who did it? Who did it? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We can hear. Thanks, Jalen. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we'll do all the YouTuber things real quick. Doing all the YouTuber-y things. Okay, so the 15-minute would also suggest that bullish action a little bit. Hourly would also suggest bullishness, but looks a little confused to my eye. Looks a little confused. It doesn't exactly look like it's sure. My 15-minute, I got price cutting right through all of this. A lot of consolidation here. 5-minute. Looks gross. This might be a toughie. Might be a tough one right here. But we're here for it. All right, everybody. I believe that we got our 15-minute opening range. Remember, this is not exactly a stoic thing. This is just something that I'd like to do personally. Give me a little bit of confluence, a little bit of direction. If we can get it. So don't be in the chat. Ask me, what's orb? Just Google it. It's pretty simple concept. First 15 minutes of the day. That's all we're doing. How is everybody this morning? Do I have anybody in the chat? Do I have anybody taking any trades? Let me know you're here. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That is a bearish engulfing on the 15-minute. Let's drop this down to the 5, guys. And okay. When did this happen? Did I say all this wrong? The 5-minute would suggest bearishness. 15-minute would suggest bullishness. What's the 1-minute doing? The 1-minute is completely confused. I'm sitting on hands, guys. Sitting on hands. I need this market to make up its mind. This right here, I do believe we could probably give it a few more minutes, but I would say that this is a ranging market condition. Remember those 4 market conditions that I keep on going about every single morning, that I try to establish every single morning? What are we doing in the market right now? Are we ranging? Are we trending bullish? Are we trending bearish? Or are we expanded? To my eye, I would say that we are, I mean, it doesn't look like 0 out of 10, right? But it kind of looks like a market I don't really want to engage with. Not until we have some clear direction. The 1 minute, I'm gonna just be honest with you, I don't like it when the SMA on the 1 minute is just doing this, when the 200 is just cutting through price action on the 1 minute. That would suggest not good action. We got on the 5 minute. The 5 minute, once again, a lot of consolidation here. The 200 just cutting right through it. The 20 doesn't really look like it wants to support either direction. This isn't even a bearish engulfing technically, since this is not even a bull candle. So I can't even say that you could see a cheeky little short right here. I can't even say that, because price could just skyrocket right up here. Have your stops at this 5 minute high and see if that next 5 minute wants to flip bear. I can't even say that. So patience. Patience. This is not an SBS trade right here. This is simply me out. I guess not taking this, just outlining. Yeah, you could see the 5 minute maybe want to push down a little bit lower, but this next 5 minute candle is about to close, which means it could just go all the way back up to the opening range high. Looking like some tough price action right here, guys. Per usual, we shall wait though. To be honest with you, this doesn't look like my market already. We look a little confused today. This might be one of those days, just preserve capital, wait for the next day. Yeah, look at the hourly. The hourly is completely confused. I'll be honest, guys, I don't really have too much of a diagnostic for this. I don't have too much of an analyzation here, like a cool YouTuber, streamer, trader person. This looks like it could just go sideways. Once again, this 5 minute, I'm usually, how can I say it? I'm usually basing my lower time frame entry off of the 5 minute. So I'm using my 5 minute as my higher time frame, just to get into a quick little scalpy scalp or a tradey trade. But it doesn't really look like it has too much direction. See how we're just popping right back up, kind of ignoring the moving averages right here. So let me get rid of this. Price has yet to make up what it wants to do, and that's okay. This may just be one of those good for you for not trading days. I'll be honest with you, I don't even want to look, like, I don't even want to try and see if I see an SBS. My 1 minute is bullish, but my 5 minute, my higher time frame is bearish. Technically. So this is where I like to play like these little ranges right here. We start to close above like this little blue line right here, maybe we can start to see some direction. But for the most part, this is a no. This is one of those days that just eats at new traders. This is one of those weeks where I'm one of those days where if you're impulsive and you're just hopping into, let's say, your first presented fair value gap, you just got clapped right here. Has this worked ever since I've been streaming? This has not worked since I started streaming. This is not worked for days. Anyway, we don't worry about that. Hopefully nobody took that. Once again, I kind of don't want to look for anything right now. Because everything's not in confluence. Everything's not in congruence. I'm just saying words. Everything is not aligning. The stars are not aligning right now. Once again, my higher time frame is bullish. My high time frame is bearish, and I like to play off of the 5 minute. But my lower time frame is bullish. So it's a still in hands. JL, good morning, JL. Good to see you. How did you get over being impulsive? JL, I haven't. I have not got over being impulsive yet. I am showing you the process of me getting over being impulsive, but I have not fully mastered that skill yet, and that's why I'm forcing myself to get better here. I'm forcing myself to get better. I have not mastered myself yet, and I'm showing you the process to becoming that stoic emperor, that general, that that woozy woo. But I can give you some I could definitely give you some tips that's helping me. I was actually thinking about this morning. I might as well go on a little rant since price isn't really doing anything right now. One of the big, I don't know where you're at in the journey. I don't know where you're at in the process here, but if you're here, am I right to assume that you're under 2 years of trading experience? Or maybe under 3 years of trading experience? I'm somewhere at the 3-year mark. And if you feel comfortable, you can give me like an exact number there. So I'm about to be very counterintuitive. at 2 years. Yeah, that's kind of what I suspected. That's kind of like where most of us are at. Another little wiggle there. Let me check and make sure we don't have any news today. 1 second. Yeah, we're in the clear. Yeah, ironically, and this is going to be counterintuitive to like my progress on this channel. One of the things that helped me to not be so impulsive, stop watching other people trade. I know, right? I literally just went against myself. I literally just said, "Hey guys, turn off my stream." But it's kind of true. Like when you get into the habit of if you have your strategy and you know what all the buttons do, what you're really lacking is probably clarity and confidence in your own trading. That's probably like the biggest thing. You're seeing other traders get into a trade. You see other traders posting their P&L, and it's like you want to hurry up and get to that level. You want to hurry up and show your progress and all that other stuff. That was me about a month ago when I finally said, you know what, I'm going to stop looking at people trade. I'm just going to trade my system. I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing right now, put on some lo-fi hip-hop, and just trade my system. So that could be one of your mistakes, watching me. But no, impulsiveness, it's going to take a minute, but one of the things I can say is just, stop watching other people trade. Get into the market yourself, backtest yourself. Make your own decisions in the market. For the love of everything, do not copy trade a live streamer. Not because they're not good or because they, not because they suck, but you're just building bad habits. You're building this kind of, how can I say it? A dependency on somebody else feeding you a trade instead of seeing the trade yourself. And I struggled with that for a long time. I would copy trade profitable traders, but I would still lose the trade. I would still be unprofitable for the day. And I would be so upset. We took the same trade. How could I lose, but they won? It's almost like this very venomous kind of cycle. You think you're getting you're not getting the nuts and bolts of what, or the meat and potatoes of what this actually is, which is you mastering yourself. The trader that's live streaming, not me of course, the trader that's live streaming has mastered themselves to the point where they can just show their trades and be perfectly okay with it. The person that's following is impulsive, probably revenge trade when the trade gets stuck, gets a hit stop loss, all those other things. And it's frustrating. And that frustration comes right into the charts and you get into like this little cycle. So yeah, I would say have the confidence to take your own trades. Don't over leverage. Just all the stuff that you've been hearing from every other trader, every other profitable trader. Don't over leverage. Demo for a while if you need to, but not for too long. I would stay away from prop firms if you're unprofitable or if you haven't proven your system yet. And yeah. All right, guys. So we may be choosing a direction here, but I'm not too keen to start pulling the trigger in this market right now. That may have just been our 10 a.m. volatility right there. All right, so I like this bullish engulfing on the hourly. I like how we somewhat are suggesting bullishness to continue here. It's not quite enough, but maybe we can start the 5 minute. Yeah, the 5 minute it's looking a little rough here. I kind of don't want to start counting because I already know that this isn't exactly the best market to just engage in the first place. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan. We're getting some broad candle strokes, but it's just I don't know. I'm waiting for price to kind of loosen up a little bit. For all I know, we could just test this opening range right here and start to trickle right back down, since we're kind of unsure right now. So officially, I have a slight bullish bias right now. Slight bullish bias. My 15-minute is agreeing with me. My hourly is ugly. Hourly is very ugly, but it's agreeing with me. I don't want to start counting this. This is not my... It's just not what I like to see. And when you get better and better at obviously any strategy, you can identify things that you like to see in the market. Things that make you happy, things that make you confident. And I'm just not seeing it. I don't like it when my 5-minute doesn't agree with me. So I'm trading on the 1 minute. Even if the 1 minute agrees with what I'm thinking, if the 5-minute doesn't agree, it simply just makes things harder. Is it impossible? No. Could we continue to see bullish action from here? Of course. It's the market. Literally anything can happen. But that definitely makes your job a little bit harder. Do I start counting this? Let me see. Let's draw a fib here. Here's your swing. Sorry about that, guys. I am a working man, and that was by Microsoft Teams. This right here is a long shot, guys. This right here is a very much a long shot. But it is what I'm seeing. It is what I'm seeing. Price is chart's a little jumbled here. I mean, yeah, that doesn't. I'm gonna make it the entire range. Just the 1 minute. There's a couple things I don't like to see. I don't like it when the golden zone and my 1-2 tap are like right next to each other. Kind of don't like that. Seems like I'm doing a lot of complaining, but it's probably not complaining. It's just things that I like to see in the market, things that I like to outline in the market. And if I don't like it, I don't trade it, or I'm trying not to get better. I'm trying to get better at not trading it. Me, if I wasn't streaming, would probably be in some nonsense right now, though. I'll say that. I'd probably be taking some BS, hot and fresh BS. But no, we're keeping this one calm. I heard Stoic say that we're only focused on the things we can control. We can't control the. Let me write that down. Only focus on the things you can control. Yeah, let's make that stoic green. Yeah, let's make that stoic green. Make this a little bit bigger. Too big. Yeah, only focus on the things you can control. In this case, the only thing that we can control is us pressing the button, our risk, and our emotions. I can't control that, hey, it's not printing the exact way I want it to print. I can't control that. I can't control the fact that the 5 minute still has not given me a sign that we want to be bullish. But my 1 minute is not looking too bad for bulls to come in. I can't control that. The question is, do we take a low risk trade in a condition that you know isn't the best? As a Stoic Emperor, as a general overseeing the battlefield, I'm saying to myself, why take the risk? The odds are not really in your favor. So if the odds are not in your favor, why double down? This almost gave off a bearish signal to go short. What could happen is price could just close up here and then just barcode for the rest of the day. So, hey, we focus on the things we can control. I can't control this. I can't control that this isn't exactly what I want to see. So I'm going to sit back and relax. Watch price print. I tell you this was a good day for me to start my 7 days of no trading. Good time. Cause it's looking like this is looking like a no trade day for me. Not every day is a trading day. Not every day is a trading day. But don't let me influence you though, for sure. If you see something that lines up with your system and it says, hey, do this, do that, go for it, do it. Please do not make me your streaming signal person. I am not that guy. I promise you I'm not that guy. Was there an SBS somewhere here? Probably. But nah. But is my 5 minute agreeing yet? No. Can I get a cross on the 5, please? Congratulations to anybody that's in longs right now. A little too risky for my taste. Wasn't like a sure thing. But sometimes the scary trade pays off. Cool, so I'm gonna get rid of my fib just to clean things up a little bit. One, two, three. Yeah, there's nothing really. I don't like the way that looks. Let's take a look at ES. ES looks like it has better structure. It's a 5 minute sign. ES is kind of giving off those bullish vibes that I'm wanting for NQ. 1, 2. No proper sweeps yet though. 1, 2, 3. Yep, just a nice little staircase back up. ES has been looking pretty nice for the past couple weeks. Let's cheat and take a look at gold. Ugh. Never mind. Yeah, that's enough of you. That's enough of you, gold. That's enough of you. All right, bullish engulfing there on the 5. Trying to nipping at that orb high. If I was desperate for a trade, which I'm not, I'd probably look for some type of retracement and then just go long if we start closing above this orb high here. These stops are catastrophically wide though. And your 5 minute on NQ. I'm still not getting the 20 above the 200. But that is a bullish engulfing. We'll probably get some 1 minutes of closing above the orb high here. But I'm not seeing my model. This 5 minute range is way too wide. It means that all of this is kind of like fair game. But the bullish engulfing is a really powerful signal. For saying what we want to do in the short term. So from here, I'd probably be looking for bullish action. But you may not get your model. May not get your model. Oh, I'm sorry guys. Let me get rid of this before people think I'm not trading. Probably looks pretty decent for a breakout trader though. Yeah, if you're one of those breakout people, you're probably looking for longs in this area, looking for a couple points. Isn't that weird? I mean, it's not weird, but it's. I mean, look at the 1 minute. Just retracing to this zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost 10 minutes of just straight up bullish action. No retracement at all. Which means I'm probably getting what I want on the 5 minute now. No? ES, save me. Yeah. Thank you, ES. Okay, so that bullish engulfing seems to be doing its thing right now. Taking these highs right here. My eye would be at this little inefficiency right here. See whatever it wants to do. Could blow right past that. I'm guessing that's where price wants to kind of jump into. Yeah, guys, just not my type of day. For somebody else's strategy, this is probably a dream come true. But or even people that trade my strategy, they just saw it differently. Not something I personally like to engage with though. Now I will admit, it's days like this I need to get better at. I feel when I say a slight tinge of FOMO, like way in the back of my head somewhere. I don't know whether it's FOMO or anger that my model didn't present itself for these longs right here, or the fact that I was barred from bona fide longs after this bullish engulfing, and I still, couldn't get my model. So just got to get used to, identifying those triggers right there. But I'm really happy with my reading of price. My reading, well, not to toot my own horn, but I'm happy with my reading of price. I'm happy that I'm picking up these little context clues. I'm filtering out bad trades and all this other stuff. I'm very, very pleased with my performance when I'm not worried about actually making money from trading. Very pleased. Just flowing with the market, not expecting the market to do this because it did that and some master algorithm is coming into play. Just flowing with the market. We did this and your indicator says this, blah, 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 Bob's your uncle. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm not really getting too much here. And there's no way I'm flipping bearish until proven otherwise. So I'm guessing everything else says to be bullish now, finally. Yep, my 1 hour says to be bullish. 30 minutes probably bullish, yeah. 15 minutes bullish. Everything is bullish. Just couldn't get the model that I wanted to see. But it's okay, that's trading. That's trading. Travel back down to the 1. Let's see what we want to do here. Oh, 1 second, guys. Back once again. Okay. So this doesn't look too bad. So we're hitting that the inefficiency pretty nicely there. I'll tell you, this is kind of tough. Once again, I'm kind of I'm a sucker for looking at a perfect SBS. It doesn't look perfect, but we might want to see us punch up into that area once again. Testing the 20 right here. Might not make it down to the golden zone. So 1, 2, 3. This is technically your 4 already. Now, what size did I have? This 12. Let's make it red. Reading price. Yeah, I think we're gonna punch back up into that white box again. Doesn't want to do it here. Don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we get another test of the 20? This could be your model 1 right here. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Yeah, give me one more retracement down and I'll start to see if I can entertain something like that. Don't like this huge wick right here, but it's definitely supporting price. We may just rush up there, guys. But just happy to see it. The real question is, what would I do in this situation? Would love it to tap the golden zone, but I'm noticing that I'm kind of missing a few trades because I'm looking for the golden zone to get tapped all the time. Because a lot of times it does. Alright guys, if bulls come back into play here, I may give this a shot. Even though I want this to come down a little bit lower. I really do. Yeah, I would love it if this comes down just a little bit lower. Okay guys. Trying that with a very tight stop here. Very tight stop right there. We're up a little high. That's my main concern. But if I was in, obviously this would be like a very low risk trade right here because I can see us retracing back into these levels down here. The problem with this trade is we're just very high right now. And let's see if we can just take this to a simple 1-to-1, maybe 1.5. Try not to mess with the parameters of the trade here. Is this your model 1? Looking a little heavy here. If we flip back down one more time, I'd probably get up. Yeah, if we flip like down here, I'd probably get out. But right now it's looking like a pretty decent model 1 forming here. Not my favorite, but it is a trade. Yeah, and at this point, I'm seeing bulls try. So I would probably just leave risk on and see how it plays out. Decent closure right there. I'm sorry, I'm trying to grab the 5 right here. It's not letting me. Can I grab the 5, please? Bulls trying once again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe bulls want to. Okay, guys, let me get out right here. Anticipating a deeper retracement. Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. Not giving up on this one yet, though. But I would consider that a small paper cut. We're getting that tap into the golden zone right here. This still has potential. So now what I'm looking for bulls to come back in, see if they're still interested. But we are technically at 1 loss for the day. 1L got out early so far. Or is this inefficiency really we want, or do we want lower coming out of this little area right here? My gut says no, but that's that price tell us. So right now, right here, I'm just looking for any type of a bullish action. Now, keeping in mind that this is a very tough day. Well, not the toughest in the world, but it's a day where it's like, it could be a little bit better. So we're back in this range right here. That's not enough. Maybe we want to punch down a little bit lower. I'm still staying bullish in all of this. Cool. So I'm liking that. Maybe I should start counting these sweeps when we hit the golden zone. Four, five. Yeah, it's one of those days that's gonna be tricky. One of those days that's going to be tricky. I gotta be brutally honest with myself. Would we be taking these trades? And I would say yes. So I'm back in right there. I'm going to be generous. I have my stops right here. And let's tighten that up just a little bit. I would have 2 micros on here. Seeing if price wants to come back up. I cannot drag this 5 for some reason. That's happening again. Yay. Alright, so golden zone. My stops are a little on the wide side. Not a little on the wide side there. Well, I mean, it's not terrible. I kind of want to widen the stops. Like, total invalidation would be like down here somewhere. One to 2 markets all the way up here. My goodness. Yeah, having my stops a little wide here. Giving price a little bit of room to, dance around. Giving price a little bit of wiggle room. Technically, total invalidation would be all the way at this swing low right here, but I'm not giving it that much space. All right, guys, I'll be honest with you. If a trade like this fails, I'll probably be done for the day. Just chalk it up to the market. Chalk it up to the game, because that'll be two losses in a row. The first one was a very, very, very small loss. If I had to guesstimate it, it wouldn't be over $100. It would probably sit around like that $60 mark, something like that, if that. So I'm doing 2 micros at a time. 3 micros is my max position size. With a trade like this, I want to believe in it, but it's just not looking too clear. I would love if bulls were to come back here. Maybe want to punch down a little bit lower and create this 5. I cannot drag these numbers. Oh, guys, I'll put you over here. And let's drag you back to right here. I did it again. So if it's in the long tool, you can't like. Okay, hold up, guys. Let's do this now. But that's the plan, guys, and I'm sticking to it. That's the plan. I'm sticking to it. We're right here. Here's your swing point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will have 2 micros on. I'd probably take one off at this at TP1 just to get rid of that first loss. If we can get a closure above the 20 on the 1 minute, that would be phantasmagorical. Not giving me what I want there, NASDAQ. Not giving me what I want. Or do we want to just chop right back into the range? It looks good for higher though. Let's get rid of this white box right here to clean stuff up. Alrighty, boys, do we get cooked? That's the question. That is the question. While I'm waiting on this probably slow trade, how's everybody else doing? Anybody else taking any trades so far? I am at one loss, one paper cut, one small loss for the day. And giving this last little SBS all the room it needs to do its thing. So how we feeling out there, guys? Are we red? Are we green? Are we break even? Do we wish we didn't trade at all? Let me know. Just not realizing that my music volume was extremely low. Alrighty, testing this 20 once again. I would love it if we close above it. Same thing that this candle should have done, but just decided not to do it. That's what I like to hear, JL. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. It's looking like I made. The price is really confused right now. It's almost making me think like, hey, if we can get it up here, just close the trade. Yeah, this is getting disgusting. But we hold though. We got plenty of room. We got plenty of room. But the 20 is starting to hold down price right now. Not a big fan of that. It's making me think that we want to punch down into this area one more time. I need to get better at doing trades like this. Even though the trade is saying, you know, that this has the potential to do what it needs to do. I don't like it when price just kind of just wiggles right here. And then it's starting to show me signs that you may be wrong. And now I'm just holding a trade just to prove that I'm right. So now you're dealing with drawdown and oof, wow, look at that wiggle right there. Now we're dealing with drawdown. That's fine. I would still hold this trade though. Man, that 5-minute area is really messing with us. Looking very heavy here, guys. Very heavy. Stop out might be incoming. Stop out might be incoming. Stop is at this low right here. We have this little move origin right here, but it may not hold, at least for our position. One, two, three, four. This could be a model 2. Let's look at the 5-minute. 5 minutes says 5 minutes says stay with it. This could just be a test of the 20. Now what I can't do is extend the stop. And unfortunately I can't do that. A safer stop would be like at this swing low right here. That would be a safer stop, but I've already had the parameters to have my stop right here. Extended the stop. I mean, you know, not the best idea. So we It may just be a miscalculation. I still believe in this bullish move right here, but it may just wick us out before going in that direction, which is very unfortunate. But I'm showing it to you live, even though I called the direction correctly at first. You can still lose. And that's trading. Ooh, and wait, are we still, wait. Oh, come on, Price. Don't do this to me. Would I be stopped out here? Guys, would I be stopped out here? Oh, come on. Come on. Would I be stopped? Oh, come on. I need an expert. I need an adult. I need an adult. Because sometimes futures, there's no spread on futures. Did I survive this? Oh, man. I need an adult. Hold up. Let me hit up the chat. I need an adult. I need an adult. Oh, no. I've seen sometimes that you can survive moves like this, guys. What is the run rate R of SBS? Have you back tested? Yes, I have. And the RR and win rate of SBS is for you to figure out. It's for you to figure out. I'm kind of getting tired of this win rate and RR questions. It's all up to the trader, man. It's all up to the trader. So to answer your question, the win rate is high. It's definitely above 50, and the RR usually sits between 1R and 2R. Everything else completely depends on the trader. The real question is, would I have been stopped out on this trade? Where can I backtest for free? TradingView. Well, actually, no, you can't backtest TradingView for free. It probably costs about $7 a month. Yeah, something like that. But you can press like the little rewind tool and backtest to your heart's content. Well, guys, the question is, do we still hold? Do we still hold? Little move origin right here. I don't think my stop would survive this, though. And I'm not moving my 4. May move the 5, though. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wow, this is your model. If this goes up, this is your perfect model too, and I was just in the trade too early. This could be your 5 tap right here, 4 or 5. The real question is, would I have been? I mean, it's to the tick. It's really to the tick right there. Oh man, that's not fair. Because I don't know if I would have been stopped out because I didn't actually place the trade. And it really does matter because it's like, all right, would I still stay with this trade? Or it can come and stop me out. That's the thing. What is right way to enter 5 at? Because sometimes price didn't give opportunity to enter. The best time to enter 5 would be whatever you believe your 5 sweep is, and bulls come right back in. Stop out. Stop out. No. What is going on? The best way to enter your 5 sweep would be a, what you call that thing? Help me out here, guys. A buy stop. And stopped out there. All right, cool. That is 2 L's in a row, guys. She played with her hearts. 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 Two L's on stream so far. I'm wrapping it up. 2 L's on stream. Now what could happen is this right here. And it sucks because this is my preferred model. If this happens, I'm going to be tight. But I did make a commitment to not trade after this. But this is probably what's going on right here. Two L's for me. Yeah, guys, it looks like that my preferred Model 2 still has a chance right here. But I would have to be out of the game simply for the fact that I did take 2 L's, one paper cut, one full stop out there. It's kind of best to just like leave it alone, because I'm pretty sure my emotions would be going absolutely crazy right now. But if I was still trading, I would look for something like this. And this could be your Model 2. But that's only if bulls come back into play. So may have been a little bit too early there, guys. May have been a little bit too early. Hopefully nobody copy traded me. And if you do, well, it's not financial advice. That's kind of what I didn't want to see. That's kind of what I didn't want to see. Let me pause this real quick. Hey, appreciate that, Benjamin. Said J4X4. J4X4? It's an interesting name right there. All right. This one kind of hurts. This one kind of hurts. I'm not going to lie, because this is... the Model 2 is my preferred way to get in. And decided to play Model 1 and it burned me. Yeah. Yep. There it is. So that might just speed over to TP. If I was trading, I'd be in right here. Probably TP at first partial around right here. Unfortunate. Abdu 0427. I'm gonna just say 427 there, buddy. The difference between Model 1 and Model 2 is Model 2 retraces a little bit deeper than Model 1. So basically, this right here is an SBS, or this right here is an SBS. You could have seen it just pop off from right here. Well, actually, more so like something like this. Versus Model 2, which is exactly what you're saying. I would say this is a perfect Model 2, where it retraces a little bit deeper. 9 times out of 10, well, let me not say that, because nothing's a guarantee. But a lot of times, retrace back into the zone right here, and then start to push up. Yeah, more or less. Not gonna lie, guys. This one kind of hurts. I would be losing my mind right now. I would be absolutely losing my mind right now, because I am a Model 2 guy. I'm a Model 2 guy. I always try to wait for this little retracement into these little supply and demand zones on top of the SBS. But I took 2 L's and what I would consider, I mean, it's not chop. We definitely hit that golden zone. It had the potential to go up higher. But what's making me upset is that I didn't close the trade when I saw like this little rounding right here. Price failed to break above the 20. And I just kept on believing, had, hopium or copium, whatever you want to call it, into believing that we could go up from right there. Knowing that this is a more difficult day than most. We retrace back into the zone right here. We hit it, push up, we retrace right here. If I really wanted to, I could have been in down here and I could have been taking partials already because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is more than a one to one. So yeah, that stings just a little bit, guys. That stings when you don't wait for your preferred model and you take L's with another really good model, but a model that you're not exactly, you're not the most comfortable in trading or taking. So now, I took 2 L's. I got to be out after 2 L's. I mean, golly. After 2 L's, you got to be out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What's this between Model 1 and Model 2 things on 5 minute on the SBS Model 1? Maybe, possibly, most likely. But nothing that I would like to see play out at this point. I like this bullish engulfing though. Bullish engulfing looks nice to go right back up. Or we could just chop about. It's a choppy day. You know what's crazy? And I said it too. Didn't I say at the beginning of the stream that this is a rough day and not exactly a day that I would like to engage? Oh, that's going right in the journal, man. That's going right in the journal. What did I say for the past half hour of the day? It's going to be a tricky day. Not exactly the day that I would like to engage with the market. And what do? Engage with the market. Engage with the market. I was just close to saying like, hey, I'm not trading today. But, saw what I wanted to see. Didn't have the patience to wait for what I wanted to see. And then, boom, here you go. So now we're coming back down here. We're starting to get close below the 20. I don't know what this wants to do anymore. I have no idea what this wants to do anymore. I know one thing though. I won't be here for it. Discipline, patience, discipline, patience, discipline, patience, discipline, patience. And that's what we're here for. This is still pretty decent though. Still pretty decent. I'm gonna keep the parameters right here though. But I still think that we can see these levels right here. I really do. Or I could be on tilt and take 3 stop outs in a row. That is a thing. Two L's on stream. Let me put that out. 2 L's on stream. I would be out for the day. Yeah, I'll be out for the day. Oh, this is the day that blows accounts, guys. So glad I'm not actually trading. So glad I'm not actually trading. No executions. My account is locked. No damage done, but got some real good data. Real good information about myself and what I actually would have done. And on a day like this. Yeah, so we're going to journal it. And if we don't journal it, we're doomed to repeat it. Doomed to repeat it. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to turn the music up for a second. Because there's not too much for me to say right now. Price is just not doing what I wanted to do. And this is the part where I would be going crazy right here. Why isn't it working? Let me get mad and all this other stuff when the market is completely random. Well, not completely random, but the market can be completely random. It's just not your day. We had an awesome day yesterday. We technically be on a winning streak if I was actually trading. And this is just so happens to be, this is not your day. You can't win them all. You cannot win them all. And that would have been a third stop out. Price is going crazy. So yeah. Enjoy the music. I'm gonna put this desk in stand mode. I've been sitting for too long. But yeah, that would have been my day, guys. Hopefully I would have had the discipline to not take this one right here. Because once again, that also stopped you out. So place myself on mute. Now the real question is, if I didn't lock up my account, would I still be trying this? And I would honestly say, hopefully I had the discipline to stop while I was ahead. If not, I would have had my max loss up, and I'm pretty sure I usually have it between $350 and $400. So if I go above that, it just automatically locks me out of my account. Hopefully, no, not even hopefully, I would have done that. But there was no reason to turn what I knew was going to be a difficult day into a big red day, in my opinion. So, yeah, definitely going to journal this one and see what we can do to minimize going on tilt like this. I think most likely I would have been on tilt on a day like this. And just being able to see it and to journal it, really does help. So, place myself back on mute. Okay, guys, that is rather unfortunate. So, instead of staring at this, I'm gonna call it a day. If you can, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all those YouTuber things. But yeah, I'm out. This is that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. But that is your SBS Model 2 after taking 2 L's on stream. So I'll check you guys later. Peace.